Tales of Tanorio. Now I know a lot of people have different names for this game. We can name it Tales of Bugs, Tales of Delays, and Tales of pretty much being a sellout. Now in this video, I'm actually going to be explaining on why people are currently hating on this game. Now if I'm being honest, some of the complaints I've seen about this game so far are nothing but just completely childish and stupid. If I'm being honest though, because the things people have been saying about this game literally do not add up. So the first, they didn't know it was a creature capturing game. The amount of people that I've seen on other streams, videos, Twitter, and people thought that this game was supposed to be something else. Are you dumb? Because honestly, the game literally says it's a creature capturing game. If you do a little bit of research, you'll know it's a creature capturing game. So why hop on, shit on the game completely, just make fun of it, and then hop right off just because it's a creature capturing game and you don't like those type of games? A lot of the people that just do not like creature capturing games. The thing I realized with a lot of the people that were playing Tales of Tanorio at the release date is that they thought, okay, it's a creature capturing game. They didn't really think much about it, but then when people got into the game, they just said it was boring, it was annoying, I don't like the fights. When I tell people this, I try to be as nice as possible, but y'all are acting like complete idiots. No offense. Tales of Tanorio is just like a normal Pokemon game. It's a creature capturing game, bro. There's something else! Now, for those who actually played on release, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because if you check the player count of Tales of Tanorio when it was at release, almost 60k people were playing this game. I believe it peaked at 50k. So a lot of people were playing. But then the number dropped suddenly because of people thinking that it wasn't a creature capturing game, which I feel like everyone who even knows about just a little bit of knowledge about this game will know it's a creature capturing game. Now, obviously, I'm not mad at these people because obviously some people are probably just seeing it in the main page. Let me hop on. They peeped it's a creature capturing game and they just got off. The ones I'm really attacking are the ones that knew it was a creature capturing game but didn't like it because it was a creature capturing game. If you do not like those type of games, obviously you will not like Tales of Tanorio. It's so simple. Now, complaint number 2 was actually the cutscenes being too long. Now, I am not gonna lie with you. I've been seeing so many videos, so many other people's streams on this game, and pretty much what everyone in the community is saying, and I can agree with this one. The cutscenes are a little bit too long. Now, at the same time, they do give you the option to disable the voice acting, but the issue is with that is that even when you do that, the cutscenes are just very, very long. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people complain about it. Personally, like I said, I don't really mind it, but I can understand why other people just think it's over excessive, which that same claim ties in with voice acting. I've been seeing a lot of people complain about the voice acting in this game, saying why the hell would they add this in the first place? And to be honest with you, I like the voice acting. I think it's pretty unique. I don't see any other creature capturing game, even on Pokemon, with voice acting. So I feel like what they did right there is pretty unique. But at the same time, I can understand why people think it's excessive, because it also ties in with the cutscenes just being overly long and you have to hear their voices. And at a certain period of time, it does kind of get annoying. Like I said, you do have the option to disable the voice acting. Now, there's probably a bunch more of other complaints, but the main ones I've been seeing is on Twitter from other developers. Now, I don't know if this is a normal deving thing that other developers be critiquing other developers' games, but I'm not gonna lie, I had to mention this in the video because these developers did not hold back at all. Hype 3 out of 10. The constant delays killed all the hype that this game had going for it. Launch 3 out of 10. Buggy release, double shutdown. Story 3 out of 10. Extremely cliche, predictable. 1 out of 5. Designs 4 out of 10. Widely inconsistent. Box stripes seem to be made by several different people with no constant idea or style for them. Cutscenes 2 out of 10. Entirely too long, extreme exposition, dumps and fillers, scenes with absolutely nothing going on. 2 out of 5. Gameplay 5 out of 10. It's an average game. There's nothing new brought to the table. Area design 4 out of 10. Too large at best, claustrophobic at worst, and textures actually hurt to look at. Damn! Okay. I'm not gonna lie, obviously I don't know too much about developing, but so far with this game, it's been pretty good, especially if you already like creature capturing games. You don't really care. The game is good, it gets straight to the point, and that's what we want. but obviously these developers are critiquing the hell out of it. Voice acting, 6 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree with that. A good portion of voice lines are extremely low quality and are lazily made. I'm not gonna lie, so far in the story, the voice acting's been pretty good for me. It sounds pretty professional to me, and at the same time, you also have to understand that they're probably the only creature capturing game right now on Roblox, and pretty much as a whole, that even attempted voice acting, so I feel like you definitely have to up it up for that. UI, 4 out of 10, undercooked and unfinished. VFX, 8 out of 10, actually pretty good. Okay, I agree with that. Animations, 5 out of 10, pretty good, but they feel a little sloppy and slow paced, especially with the awkward pauses. Models, 4 out of 10, unoptimized and varying in quality and style, 4 out of 5. Final verdict, 4.25 out of 10. Not an enjoyable experience. For all the hype that it had over the past year, it fell square on its nose. I'm not gonna lie, some of the claims he was making did make sense. Hey, but at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to also being a developer, playing another developer's game, obviously you're gonna critique everything, every aspect of it, just so they can see it, reflect on it, and make it a lot better in the future for their next project. But I feel like as a consumer myself, I feel like the game's pretty good. Most of the things he was saying I thought was dragged out, but hey, I'm not a developer, so maybe I don't got the eye for it, you know what I'm saying? But now we're gonna be moving on to the next one. Honest review of Tales of Tanorio. Haven't played through the whole entire release yet. As a concept designer, the main thing is that I always feel the Tanarians are lacking regardless of model quality or concept itself. Having an epic lore to them isn't the point, okay? Cutscenes are slow. Battle cutscenes against NPCs are too fast. That's interesting because I've been seeing a lot of people complain about it, saying it's too slow. Okay, so I couldn't read their insults even if I wanted to. Voice lines, I don't mind them because it was better than when I first heard them. And at the same time, you can disable it. Tanarians follow the player in a too large of a distance, small ones really. I think the best thing you guys have is build quality. Although I have a potato for your laptop, I recognize that if you are on high graphics, Tales of Tanorio looks nice. I fully agree with that. Animations are decent overall. Game is probably not optimized for a low-end PC like mine. Not really saying that Tales of Tanorio is bad. It's just the lack in departments that are important to me. Now I'm gonna say this, my final verdict. Overall for me, the game has been pretty good. Obviously, I'm still looking for my shiny starter, but I've been seeing a lot of my friends play the game, and for the most part, all of them are pretty much having fun, especially that boy AGC, going crazy, streaming and everything. Probably as we speak right now, he's streaming, playing the game. And I'm seeing it with a lot of other YouTubers too. They're streaming, having fun, interacting, and that's what we want. I know you guys might be looking at all this criticism and saying they're trying to make fun of the game, but I feel like from a developer standpoint, all they're trying to do is to make sure once they make their next project that it's 100 times better and they learn from their mistakes. And for a majority of these Tales of Tanorio developers, this is their first project, and I don't blame them. I think that's what Lucky said. A lot of them, this is their first project. So for their first project, this is pretty good. The game looks overall pretty good. The game feels good. Everyone's interacting, everyone's having fun, and that's what counts. So yeah.